So I won't tell you how many times I tried to make this video. I just won't tell you that part. But I definitely wanted to remake it because for some reason I was turned sideways. I don't think that was gonna work. So I had to remake it. It's not gonna be nothing like what I've tried all those other times. I've gotten tired now. However, I do have to give props. So this part is just going to be giving props to a couple of people, a couple of YouTubers. One is, I'm not going to say they are newer, but their channels are pretty established and growing pretty fast right now. So Dontay London is who I've been watching lately, and I like his energy. His energy is good, and he's giving information. He just wants everybody to start. His main point is to start. Turn on that camera and just start talking. Give information. Try to share something that you've learned or that you're doing to help somebody else, and just talk. And YouTube will jump on that. The algorithm likes that. It's pushing new people now. It's pushing new channels. So I want to be one of those channels. I'm really trying to put some information out there. I feel like I do have something to say. My experience, I've been in sales for a long time. I'm not going to go into that because this channel is going to be about side hustles. So we all got our I talked about this on the video yesterday. We all got our main hustle, but I am doing a side hustle and I want to show it on YouTube, or at least talk about some tips that I'm learning on YouTube, because I get a lot of people that ask me all the time, you doing this, so what do you get out of it? Is it worth it? So I do want to show that journey too on YouTube while giving YouTube tips. So we'll see how that works because it's very niche. It's very different. I'm kind of like combining the two. And so that's what I'm learning from that channel. Dontay London, I recommend you go check it out. I mentioned his name before in the video. Probably one that I had to delete because I was sideways. So I'm just mentioning it again because I'm super lost on my clips right now. But I'm going to figure it out and hodgepodge them together today. The best practice is to just go straight one video so you don't have to have those problems, But I'm glad I didn't because, 3 of the clips I was sideways in. Only one of them I can use, but that was my favorite one. So I will be adding that on to this. I worked today and I just got home, so I'm really just kind of walking in the door and looking over my clips and realize, oh, I thought I had a video and I don't. So here I go, trying to give you some more information. The second video, let me not jump too fast because he also has some other tips. So, besides just making like a very raw and uncut video, being genuine and being yourself and talking about what you do on a daily basis, when you upload it, you do want to, put hashtag. He was recommending hashtag life, hashtag, trying to remember, hashtag YouTube, hashtag respect, and he got another one in there. But you can put a hashtag and more niche on what you are doing on your channel. So you could do that. So, because that's for the SEO, search engine optimization, which leads me into the next YouTuber that I just found her channel today, and I'm definitely going to dive into her channel. She got a lot of videos. She has about 11,000 subscribers. Dontay London has about 40,000 or more subscribers, so they both are up and coming. But she was talking about SEO and how you save your files, your video files. If you just straight up upload them straight to YouTube, they're gonna be like jumbled up. The file name would be jumbled up. She's saying you gotta be specific. You gotta put what that video is about, the search, words, the primary words that you want to show up in a search engine, so that way your video can pop up. It makes a whole lot of sense. She said that you gotta use Studio YouTube. So that was already on my phone. It might be on your phone, or you just Google it, Studio YouTube or YouTube Studio. That way you can change all the files and whatnot. I used it before, but I don't think I paid attention to that particular point that she was making when I was uploading years ago. So I definitely want to do that because it makes sense. Search engine optimization. You don't want to just make videos and they're just off on the island and nobody can find them. So we got to just be strategic very strategic on how we are uploading our videos, how we titling them, and the description all has to be, the keywords all have to be found in those items. Plus you got to mention those keywords in the first 5 minutes of the video. Sounds like a lot, y'all. It do. It sounds like a lot. I'm just trying to be upright in a video and not be sideways. So we'll see how that go. Those are 2 channels that you want to check out. And I will add just a clip of my experience at a store today. They lost power, but they didn't shut down completely. So it was like a brownout. I'm gonna pop that in there, and then I'm gonna go into my last segment. So thank you. Take care. Subscribe and follow me, and I'm gonna get better. So watch how I get better. Just come on and comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are and what you doing. What's your side hustle? All right, y'all. Take care. Look at this creepy, dark Target. They out of power. Which means they're not gonna have nothing I want. So, tips on when you first starting off with any of the apps, Grubhub, Doordash, Uber Eats, you name it, Shipt. Customer service is gonna be your number one focus, really, because that's everything. Customer service. If you do customer service well, you will get the good tips, because they can tip you on the end after they've received your service and your help. They'll say, okay, that person stood out. Let me give them a little extra. They might have already tipped you, and that's the number that you grab for that particular delivery. But then they'll come back and they'll add to it. So that's where the opportunity is at outset. The people that say there's no money in it, I look at them and say, well, that's because you probably are not the best customer service focused person. You're probably that person that's not giving people good service where you work at. Not to jump on people, but you just understand, you gotta focus on customer service. What does that mean? That means you communicate very well, not just short one-word answers, but just make sure they understand what you're saying. If you're shopping, let them know, hey, this item is not available. Would you like a substitution? And share the pictures of the available substitutions. It may get you in unwanted back and forth that you really can't prevent if you're going to give the good customer service, as I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be back and forth because they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out what they're doing on their end. This isn't, they're spending their money, so they want what they want. They want it to be correct. So take your time and understand that. How would you want to be treated if you were spending your money, right? Just remind yourself of that. Don't think of it as, oh, they're taking up so much time. Oh, this one is just slow to respond and blah, blah, blah. You just got to do it. I had a person today that it was just one item in the store. If I couldn't find that item, then the order just gets canceled and I leave out of there wasting my time. But they did have some substitutions because they did not have the original item. So I communicated with them, sent them pictures of the options, and even called them on the phone just to make sure we could figure it out, because they were spending over $100. So I would want to be in a conversation if I'm spending over $100 and it's not the item that I originally chose. I need to make sure this substitution is going to be what I want. So I left the conversation and she was thanking me, saying, I took good care of her, and she was very happy. So that's the customer service piece that I really want to put forward. That will separate you from others. There's a lot of people out here doing it right because they are taking it in a professional manner as a full-time job. And if you think of it as a full-time job, you'll treat it as a full-time job. You would do that little bit of extras like that. If it's just, you just want a quick 20, you may not do all of that conversation part of it. So you got to decide what you want to do. And as long as you are abiding by the rules of the app, you're good to go. But they would like for you, the app wants you to communicate. They give you these presets to try to lead you into a conversation, So don't lean heavy on the presets, kind of put your own personality in there and talk to them and make sure you get what they want. When you learn the stores, you will be able to move faster. You know, you already know the last person wanted that same thing and it's not in the store, so you already know what to do and what the substitutions are. You'll get better and you'll get faster. Same thing with picking up food, Grubhub or Doordash, any of those things. The item might not be available. You're gonna have to communicate that. Oh, their smoothie machine is down, their ice cream machine is down. Would you like a 7-Up, a Coke? You know, that something simple like that will get you your tips, and that's the key. You're out here to make your money. You're not out here to just drive around. So most people ask me, well, there's no money in it. How do you make money? This is how. Customer service, my number one tip for that. Just make sure you continue getting better and better with your customer service. You'll get more efficient. You'll be faster. Let them feel like you are there for them. But don't talk their ear off either, because they might be working, they might be busy. So it's a fine line. It's definitely a balancing act. You got to make sure you're not talking too much, like I am right now, to put my point across. But you know, that's what we're here for, to talk. So you know, I'm gonna talk a little bit extra. But that is it. Another tip would just be, don't have to speed, but you don't want to like stop at a gas station or store, or oh, I'm gonna go here and grab a burger from McDonald's on my way to deliver their food. You don't want to do a lot of that. You know, you gotta understand when you can do that and when you shouldn't. And the bathroom break is a bathroom break. You got to do those when you got to do them. You just communicate that. You don't have to tell them you're going to the bathroom, but just tell them, oh, I need to make a stop for a customer, and just that's all you have to say, and they will take that and be okay with it. Because if you're late, or if they complain that their food not there when it's supposed to be, because they get a little timer, or they get this expected time of arrival, and if you're late with no communication, they're scared. They're thinking you took their food, and they might have spent over $100 on some steaks or something. So you don't want to scare people, because they will call in quick, and DoorDash will give them the money back quick. I don't know what Uber Eats do anymore, because I mainly focus on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Shipt. But they'll give them that money back quick, and obviously that's going to fall on you. But you may not get in trouble because you are doing the right thing. You are delivering the food. You will get hit, though, with your numbers because you were late. You don't want to be late because their expensive food is getting cold. So plan those out accordingly. Make sure if you got to go on the bathroom break, pause the app. Pause the app if you want to go get a quick burger. Pause it. Pause the app. Or don't be on a run while you're doing that. These are just tips that some people would say are common sense tips, but common sense not common anymore. You got to just kind of like start from the beginning when you're trying to warm people up to how to do this. So that's what I'm trying to do. Give y'all the best example. So I'm gonna go in here and pick up this food on this run, and I'll check y'all out later. And I did not record none of that shit.